All right, so here we are with Wyatt Hansen, one of the top welders in the world, here at the Kentucky Welding Institute in our studio, and we're actually taping up a stainless monster right now. Now Wyatt, I'm kind of curious, why the stainless monster?
Why not?
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you like TIG welding stainless? Is that something you're pretty into?
Yep, it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, so I'm gonna start trying to get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right here. Okay, so we got this thing purging, and since it's 2-inch pipe, we don't need to purge it too much. As long as you can feel the pressure coming out, you know what I mean, we're good there. So yeah, Wyatt's gonna start with this side. We got it at 110 amps, and you're cool with 110?
Oh, yeah.
All
Is that a little hot or what?
I don't know, we'll figure it out. So Wyatt's gonna start on his side, and Wyatt's got some pretty cool stories to tell about life experience. So yeah, go ahead and run your route in there and we'll check it out.
Perfect. Jump right in.
Yeah, jump right in it. And we got to tack at like 5 o'clock and we got to tack at 12 o'clock. It's bridge tacks though, so as long as you're comfortable, man.
It's not grounding out, man.
Ooh, it's not grounding out?
Yep.
Okay, well, I might just have to put it up here anyways then.
Okay.
Try that. Still not grounding out? You may have to tap it. Is it touching on there? There we go.
Okay, we're good.
Looks like it's going good. Oh yeah. It's going just fine. You're putting in a nice route, nice route. Guess I'm gonna have to keep the same temperature. Is it pretty warm or is it all right?
That's almost a little cold.
A little cold? Well, you're lay wiring it in there, so it's gonna be, dang, that's gonna look good.
The gap's a little tight.
It looks like it's going in really good though.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you're just soaking that in there. All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Wyatt Hansen has done this before.
Once or twice.
Dude, that was quick. Jeez, all right. Well, let's see what I can do. All right, let me cut this bridge tack out of the way because I'm not going to start in on it like. So, have you done that before?
Yeah, so in WorldSkills, we were doing a bunch of TIG ruts on 6G.
Interesting.
So you do a 6G TIG rut and then stick fill and cap.
Yeah.
It's all X-rayed, so we were practicing it a little bit.
Okay.
And normally I do a feed through the pipe technique with my filler rod, but this is a little bit tighter of a gap. You know, you gotta
lay wire it.
Yep.
It's a little bit tighter. What kind of gap are you used to?
1/8 inch, and then use a 332 filler. There you go. Your side was a little bit loose, huh?
Yeah.
Freehand, huh?
I freehand everything. I ain't walked the cup in 5 years. Serious. It's just faster in the field. Because you can walk the cup only on certain welds, you know, but you can freehand every weld, so I just stuck to freehand.
Yeah, especially in like the tight little, like on the simulators and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to try one of them next couple days.
Yeah. And just see, this table is hella short for me right now. My back's.
So what's your favorite alloy to weld out?
Inconel.
Inconel?
Dude, definitely. Yeah, I like chrome and Inconel, man, because you can just turn those suckers up, you know.
Just let it eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've actually never welded either one of those.
Okay. They're really similar to this. It's just they're a little bit more sluggish and trashy. They have a lot more nickel in them.
You got a little bit more of the floaties going on?
Yeah, a lot more. I'm gonna cut this bridge tack out. You wanna tie in? You want me to tie in?
All you, man.
All right, I'll run some of it. Yeah, you should try freehanding this. What were we talking about in the truck?
Oh, just about all the competition-based stuff. Is that what we were?
Yeah, because I'm curious, because we've talked about a lot the last little bit with, you know, you filming and welding here. But what are some of the things you like to do besides welding? Like, what hobbies are you into?
Hunting, fishing, dirt bikes.
Pretty much everything that someone in Utah would like to do, huh?
Yep. How's that?
Dude, really good, really good. Your side's really good. Pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty proud. I didn't think you was gonna go that fast with it, but I mean, shoot, you're a good welder, so it's pretty obvious. All right.
We get lucky.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. And then we don't want too much coming out of, so we can actually make this a little bit bigger.
Now that you got the.
Yeah, because you don't want too much back pressure coming out on this. I'm gonna turn it up to 137, and then I'm gonna get over on this side and pull it. Or do you want to tie in?
Oh shoot! I'll run a tie-in.
Oh, yeah, tie it in, tie it in. You tie it in for 3. Let's keep it at 137. But you might have to actually go this way because you'll be, well, I mean, whatever you think, because sometimes it feels like you're tying downhill, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just want to be careful. And then
You can do
let me grind this out just a little bit more for you because I don't think I grounded that.
So when you're grinding out and you're doing like a tie-in like this, so when you've been cutting and grinding, doesn't it kind of contaminate your purge at all?
No.
Not really?
Nah, it's just stainless, dude. As long as you get a good root, it don't matter.
After that, then it's pretty much.
Industry welding, yep.
Yeah.
Crank everything out. Why? Yeah, yours is really.
So
Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. I love it.
So you can do some left hand.
Yeah, left-handed, man. Oh boy, I could probably got it too hot, huh? It looks like it's all right. You're taking it well. I probably could have turned it down a little.
Yeah, a little finesse.
That's okay though. It's a good root. You tied in good. That's for sure. Geez. Oh yeah, looking good. Just a tad bit heavy right there.
A little bit of. You're sucking it back right there.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
All good. Yep, fine root. Good root in there. So now we are gonna sharpen this thing and crank it out. So you're from Utah, hunting and fishing, pretty much. Is that standard for a lot of people out where you live or no?
Yeah, a lot of people that get into rodeoing and whatnot. I was mostly just stuck to hunting and fishing, riding dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And then welding, obviously, there's a ton of welding out there. A lot of oil field work, just a lot of downhill, 60-10, 80-10.
Did you ever get into that?
A little bit. Played around with it right out of high school, just in my local technical college.
Gotcha.
UB Tech Roosevelt. And then jumped right in and started doing the skill stuff. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna sharpen this tungsten real quick. And yeah, I always just sharpen it with my hand because that's what you gotta do on the job sites usually. What do you want the temperature at for the hot pass?
What do you typically run it at?
Freak, I probably just run it at like 170.
That
Try
works
that.
for me.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get down with this thing right here, bro.
332, letting her eat, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, 332. I run a lot of 332 for alloys because a lot of times you're in tight spots and that 1/8 wire will just cause problems. Lack of fusion, rod chop. All the above. And 332 is just a little bit safer for most of your alloys, because like whenever you're on a job in a tight spot and you're running like 1/8 wire, you have to run that much hotter on the root, especially when you're filling it up. So it's just better to run 332 for your roots in tight spots or like with alloys, because pretty much welding is you're just breaking the surface tension and then adding wire.
Yeah. Looks like it went in pretty good.
Oh yeah.
try some walk in the cup and then do some freehand.
Dude, just run whatever you want. Yeah, we're just filling this thing up. But you've never done a monster before, huh?
No, never done a monster.
That's cool. So yeah, so we're doing the hot pass right now. Wyatt's gonna get his side, and then we'll pull off the purge. And the tungsten may be out a little bit too far. Yeah, you have to get really far back there, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like we've been living in the shop the last couple days. Kind of have. Getting a little bit of psychosis. So we're doing the hot pass at like 178 amps. Nothing too crazy. So the cool thing about this footage, and we're welding here, is I competed at the state level for welding and FFA and got first place. Wyatt competed at his state level for skills and got first place, but then he took it the next step further and continued on with it and did WorldSkills, which is pretty gnarly. So just welding, competing against the best welders in the country. Killing it. Sweet. So then I'm gonna come over here, get this side. See what this thing can do right here. Actually, we're gonna take this purge off too. So after the hot pass, you can kill the purge. Don't need it no more.
Man, you're just jamming it in there.
Oh yeah. Done so many of these. Done so many heavy wall jobs too. But that's the biggest thing with when you're welding 1/8, you just got to be careful to not shove too much wire, because it's easier to add a lot of wire on the bottom and accidentally fill too much on the bottom before you fill up top. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you got lots of these welds all day, you just figure out how to do it fast for yourself and your style of welding.
You can get as many joints as you can weld it out.
Depends. Because some companies, they want you to like weld really fast. Some companies want you to like not screw up their production time. It just depends. So what we'll do is I'll run my side and then you run your side. So I got a little bit more right here.
Okay.
And again, we may have to adjust temperatures depending on what you want to do.
I think I'm going to try to freehand the next couple.
Run it.
That did get a little bit heavy on top, huh?
Oh, the cap? Oh, yeah. Or the root?
Yeah.
Well, I turned it up a lot because I was going to do tie-in, but I was like, I'll let you tie in. We forgot to adjust it. But that's just, you know, it's pretty crazy how different ways of welding you have to adjust the temperature, you know what I mean?
Yeah, different styles. And
Bloody.
ooh.
Yeah, that's ruined now. It's just crazy because you've done the WorldSkills and all that stuff, but you haven't been in like industry yet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Which is crazy because a lot of the WorldSkills stuff is like way more technical and way more difficult than like
The industry, yeah. Well, 100%. So that just means you'll be that much more ready for the industry though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gosh damn it. I'm killing this. Sucker's cooked. I'll Yeah, freehand that thing a little bit, see what happens.
Okay.
See how the tungsten is. If it's now you might burn that thing up, so you may want to like stick her down here a little bit or try to figure out. Because remember, when you're freehand, you want to utilize your TIG rig handle as much as you can. No, that's fine, but I'm saying like where this is long, you could put your hand down here.
Put it down there and then.
Yes, don't burn your hand up on that pipe. Dude. Try to, because sucker gets hot. But the root's good, looks fine. Tap it, yeah. You gotta tap and hold it. So the last couple of days we've been welding with Wyatt here, and he's been showing us how to do some of his skills, tips and tricks videos. So we've already done 2 videos, and then tomorrow we're gonna be shooting 2 videos, but all of Wyatt's tips and tricks are going to be on our YouTube channel, and Wyatt will be visiting us in the future for events and things like that. Maybe, I don't know. I spoke too soon for him. Maybe.
No, I'm planning on it.
Yeah, we'd love to have you out. I mean, you're pretty much a VIP, you know, with us now. How do you like freehand? Is it going okay?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
good.
it's not bad. Yeah, you're getting her. Cranking this thing out. Now Wyatt was mentioning earlier that he wants to get into TIG welding on jobs, right?
Yep.
What's your main reason? Well, I mean, I think everybody watching this video knows, like, I like TIG and I mostly stick to TIG, but what's your reasoning for wanting to do TIG welding jobs or stick to it?
Just it's a little bit harder than, you know, like a typical welding job.
Yeah.
And it's just like challenging and super cool. And that's kind of, I want to get into something that is always challenging me, just so I can keep learning and keep growing, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I've always had an interest in it. Just always, ever since I was little, seeing these, you know, these weaves like this.
Puddles and the colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Now this one won't have no color because we're cranking her out, but yeah.
We can get this sucker later.
That poor tungsten.
Yeah, a little bit roached.
Yeah, in the matter of a couple seconds, I had 2 people try to get a hold of me on that laptop.
Man, it's popular nowadays.
What now? Oh yeah. 100%. So what do you like better? Do you like freehanding it or walking it more?
You know, for just putting a bunch of filler rods in right now, freehanding definitely, but like for caps and whatnot, probably walking the cup.
Oh yeah.
Nice slick pattern going on.
Uh-huh.
You know what's crazy is I used to think it'd be like really hard to do, but once I started playing around with it,
It's not bad.
yeah, it's really quite easy. Freehanding's probably even more challenging than trying to walk the cup, you know.
Dang. See, my thought process is different now that I've freehand for so long. Walking the cup's harder because it's like you're stuck.
The moment, yeah.
Yeah, you're not as free with it, you know? That's the only thing that still bothers me is I can walk it.
Oh, that seems faster, but on the field.
Yeah. I don't think I've told anybody this. Whenever you're sharpening tungsten like this, there's like a little draft down here that the wheel creates, and I hold my tungsten down there to cool it off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a trick. So like, I'll go like this, and then you just It's just a little trick that I just do, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because it's hard to hold on to the tungsten sometimes after you get done welding and it's just hot, you know? All right.
Hey, I'm already rolling. Periodically, just grab my camera and give us a little update.
Yes.
Your thoughts on it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, about
maybe a little bit, third of the
bit
way.
low
So we
on
got
my
Wyatt's side. No, that's okay. And we got my side over here. Nothing pretty, it's just the fill, so it doesn't have to be too nice. You're just filling it up. Just as long as it's nice and clean. So, now earlier we were talking about the mental side of things with the skills, and I feel like that's a bigger topic than the actual welding portion of it, I believe, because, dude, it must be just so gnarly mentally competing, because welding is one of those things where it's like you're controlling molten lava and you're doing it at a competition representing a country, you know what I mean? So that's got to be pretty gnarly mentally, you know?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Did you ever have a mental breakdown?
Every day, dude.
Really?
Yeah, you'd have your moments where you just start freaking out. You have to hurry and calm yourself down. You could lose. Like, the mental side of things is what makes or breaks that competition. It's where, like, you know what I mean? If you're having
Yeah.
a bad mental state, you're guaranteed to pretty much lose versus having a really good, solid mental state. So it's just one of them things. And we paid a lot. Like, me specifically, I paid really close to my mental situation and how everything was going. And you can kind of compensate for that by planning out, you know, checking your scoring, you're grading your projects.
Yeah.
You're able to predict and see where you're at, and that's pretty comforting. Especially when you see it really good, when you make a couple, like, your percentage shoots up a couple percent in that level, like, you're doing way good.
So how do you know you're going up in percentage though? Like, what are you using to gauge that?
So you're using like fillet weld gauges, calipers, the scoring criteria. You're sitting there with flashlights and you're measuring everything out to like the 1/2 millimeter and just making sure everything's dialed in. And then you just take all those scores, put it on a scorecard, and then we input it in on a computer. We're able to see all the data and see my progression, and you know what I mean? I changed different things in my training regiment, and you could see it through the data.
Gotcha. Oh boy. All right. I don't even think I got dead, Bob. I'm gonna turn it down some, 'cause it's pretty hot. So, you want to run yours? One right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna fill that.
Okay.
Fill it up real quick. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just ran one on my side. It got kind of warm, but I think that'll be my first flush pass over here. Whew. We're running a heavy hitter TIG rig, and we got a DeWalt grinder here. You don't need too much to do a monster coupon. You don't need a bunch of tools and crazy stuff. All you need is your TIG rig, maybe a little, like a file, like a German saw blade, and actually I'll grab mine. This thing's been open the whole time. That's all right. So this is what I use on all welding jobs. You really don't need a chip and hammer or anything. This is just a German hand saw blade. So like a German saw, it's like a saw that cuts into pipe, and it doesn't create spark or anything, and it just saws away. So if you're in a situation on a job where you can't have no sparks or anything, then these saws work really good because they just cut pipe. But anyways, these blades are really long, and you can get used ones or whatever, new ones that they have in the tool rooms, cut it in half, make a saw blade out of it, and this is what I clean my pipe or just chip slag, anything like that. Going all right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're filling her up now.
On her up. Oh yeah.
Oh,
There it went.
that's a seam right there.
There it went. Now, what shade lens do you like to use? What do you turn yours to?
So for TIG welding, it depends on like what I'm using pulse, if I'm running straight,
Okay.
current. Right now I think I'm running like a 11.
Okay.
But when I was doing my WorldSkills stuff, I always had my hood super light so I could see as much of the arc as possible.
Right.
In the puddle and whatnot. And I'm probably more blind because of it, but
I mean, it puts you on the podium, man.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can see right now, my hood, my lens is actually starting to melt, my clear lens, because I'm so close.
Yeah. Why are you so close to it?
Just a habit. All competitors have.
To see?
Yeah, because you're really close. You're trying to see everything.
Right.
So I've gone through so many clear lenses doing that.
Dude, I bet. And where do you get your clear lenses for that?
So Miller and Lincoln, they all sponsor them. I don't think I actually have another lens for this hood.
That's okay. Is it done for?
No, I can got my other hood.
All right, so we're coming up here on the bottom side.
I have one in there, don't I?
We got 100, we're back down to 180 amps now. The stainless is not one to flow because it's so hot. Kinda. And honestly, we'll probably cap this Friday or something. Because if we cap it right now, it'll just be this.
Let's keep my head further away.
Finish over here while Wyatt's grabbing his clear lens.
All right, we're back.
Back in action.
Clear lens.
You switched it?
Oh yeah.
So you had a spare one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Found a couple.
So what are you going to do to fix that habit of getting so close?
I just keep welding and slowly work my way out of it, I guess.
Well, you just got to remember not everything has to be like, you know what I mean, pristine.
It's hard to break the habit.
I know, because you're in the mode of making it just
absolutely as
perfect as you can, and if you do that all the time, every day, you're gonna wig yourself out, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a habit I've been trying to break a little bit the past little while.
Just trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
You think, is that a negative side effect, or that's not a negative?
I wouldn't really say negative. I mean, clear lenses are cheap, but
yeah.
But it's more of the taking extra time, making everything really quality. I've actually had the previous job I was working at, they were like, hey, you got to dumb the quality down a little bit, a little faster. But I felt like I was hauling butt, but they were like, yeah, just focus on, we don't want
go a little bit faster, yeah.
Which is crazy because typically it's the exact opposite spectrum. They're wanting you to slow down and you get stuff a little bit more quality.
For the competitions?
No, just in general in the workforce, yeah.
Well, within reason, like, it needs to be a good weld that'll function, but it's okay if it doesn't look the best. Like, my fills right here, they don't look at all good, but they're tied in and they work. They're gonna be good for a fill.
Oh yeah, she's hot.
Oh yeah. It's not wanting to float that good anyways. Now can you scoot your face back mid-weld?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. I'm gonna have to have somebody just pointing it out all the time.
Just letting you know all the time, hey, put your hood back. Stick your hood back. It ain't gotta be perfect. Yeah, the root turned out pretty good.
Oh yeah, she's hot.
And then I'll grab this thing, help a little bit with it. Good. All right, so Wyatt's here, welding this coupon out. This side looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Here's this side. Oh yeah. Here's my side. Here's Wyatt's side. Finishing it up.
Some bitch is way hot.
Ooh. All right, when we run this side, I'll get this side filled out, and then we'll turn it down just a little bit. Get your side all flush.
Yeah, so you were telling me the other day that you've been welding for about 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
Out in industry.
Yeah, I started welding in the beginning of 2018, and then I did
Like an oil rig job, did a couple pipe jobs in 2018, did a couple boiler jobs. In the beginning of 2019, I got an opportunity to go to the Caribbean and weld for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So I welded in the Caribbean for 2 years at the oil refinery.
and all we did for 2 years was just TIG weld pipe, man. 712s, 612s, 710s, 610s, just non-stop welding as much, like I welded as much as I could handle. And it really sped up my career, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
with welding. I mean, I welded so much, like I can't ever like not make like weld, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, it's like stuck.
Yeah, you can't like purposely screw up.
It's
kinda thing.
hard, yeah. It's weird, but
Yeah, it's a wild thing. What do you want it at?
Down quite a bit. Getting a little hot.
Let's try 166. So my side's flush. Wyatt's got a little bit more going on his side, but that's to be expected. I've done thousands of these things, and this is Wyatt's first monster coupon, so they're not any harder, it's just a little bit more welding.
Yeah.
But we got Wyatt freehanding, so that's all that matters. Y'all seen it here, guys. Wyatt's freehanding. Oh yeah, not bad at all. Now, did your high school focus that much on pipe welding, or they just mostly did plate welding?
A lot of plate, a lot of structural.
Yeah.
Utah is pretty much known for you're either doing downhill pipe and whatnot, and that's mostly, you learn a lot of that in industry.
Right.
Anything like school related is pretty much just structural, at least from my experience. Do a little bit of
Well,
pipe.
and there's nothing wrong with that. I always talk, I go to high schools and I let them know, like, look, you don't have to worry about pipe welding in high school, because the whole point of high school is to get good at plate welding so that whenever you do graduate high school, you can go to the welding school or the union of your choice, and they can, further your education on pipe welding.
Yep.
But yeah, the most important thing, and that's okay if a high school doesn't do pipe, but the most important thing is get good at plate welding, because anywhere that you got to learn how to weld pipe welding, you're going to have to do the plate certifications first. So it's good to just be able to weld all positions, plate and open groove weld to different, types of welding. So TIG, stick, MIG, flux core, those are what you need to be focusing on in high school. So anybody who's in high school and you want to know how to get better at welding, check out the rest of our YouTube videos. We have tons of videos on how to weld certain things, plate or pipe. But yeah, 100% in high school, just make sure you focus on getting good at plate welding, and that'll take you so much further than trying to figure out pipe welding in high school and then you're not good at plate welding. Heck yeah. Looks really good, man.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I'll watch it here.
oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just keep that wire in the puddle to keep it cool.
Keep a big old puddle going.
Yeah. You don't want it too big to where it gets out of hand, but you don't want to have to.
Oh yeah, keep that
Keep that wire up top as much as you can. Keep it in the puddle. But that was a really good route. It was fast. This new flashlight app's really messing with me.
That lens is melted again.
Huh?
That lens is melted.
Because you're getting close to it, man. You gotta get a new lens?
Yeah.
You gonna run my helmet?
Sure. Give it a shot.
Remember, don't get too close. Well, this monster coupon's really hot.
Yeah.
So you'll be flush after this. So yeah, just finish that little pass. We'll get it flush, and actually, we won't cap it today because it's too hot to cap. It'll look like crap.
Got the old fixed lens, huh?
Yeah, fixed lens is the way to go, man.
Holy shit. Oh yeah. Old school stuff right here.
Well, you know, it just works better in the industry. Because auto darkening, it's hard to look through the bevel and weld like a gap or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been spoiled the past couple of years, getting sponsored by everybody.
Ooh, yeah, dude,
Miller.
you're in the real world now, son.
Off the rail.
Gonna have to start spending some of that money.
Yep.
You gonna need another piece of wire in your hand?
Yeah, probably.
I'll give you a whole piece.
Or,
Okay, it's right here whenever you're ready.
okay. Oh.
Remember, try to fill as much as you can. Oh, for those of you watching, this is something cool too. Whenever you're buddy welding something on a job, if you're in a hurry or something, or you want to get as much done as you can, and then just drop it whenever you need. I'll set it in your hand.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
And then you just keep welding like that. So if you're on a job and you just want to keep welding, just start handing your partner rods. Or if he's in a tight spot and he can't grab wire, it's better just to hand him wire, because sometimes you'll have to hand your partner wire or a hood or something like that. All right, so we are flush. All right, Wyatt, here is the finished item, or the monster coupon. So we are flushed out. I'm actually pretty proud of Wyatt here. He kept up and flushed her out as soon as I did, so that's pretty sweet. This autofocus is dope on these. Yep. Might have to run maybe, no, you're good. You'll be fine. Yeah, we'll cap that thing off. So there we are. Rooted, flushed. Gonna cap it soon.
So the gut question is, do you say trash or pass? And would you put your name on it?
I don't know.
It's a pass.
I was expecting a little bit of a different, like, outcome, like more color. You know what I mean?
More colors?
Yeah. More
Well,
colors.
I mean, we could have done that, but we'd have been here for a week, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
It's a monster coupon, so we just, I mean, that's industry right there. Just welding it out. Sure, it's burn up a little bit, but it'll shoot X-ray. It's part of the weld now. It's good. Now, the cap, we'll make the cap clean. So we'll color there for today. We'll probably finish it tomorrow or the next day, because I want to, you know, obviously we'll clean it up, wire wheel it, and get you a really good, you know, let it cool down so we can put a good cap on it. So yeah, that's all we got for today, guys. Wyatt Hansen in the studio, and we'll catch you a little bit later.